Suddenly and out of nowhere, Auckland's Parnell was looking like a big old bumhole.
I have never seen one, quite frankly, as serious or as large as this.
And while the hole itself is annoying as heck for residents, it's created a major problem.
What happens is that there's some sort of fracture that occurs over a period of time that allows whatever's within the pipe to come out from the pipe. It starts to emulsify the ground around it, and in this particular instance, the void is created and you've got a major collapse. You've got this untreated sewage which is now getting into the harbour and has created an environmental effect as a result.
2.5 weeks later, it's still pouring out into the sea. Today, Watercare started work on installing a temporary fix to the problem.
You just have some big heavy gauge piping that forms a bridge from one side to the other to bypass the blockage. This is not a trivial undertaking. It's going to take some time to fix. It requires a lot of shoring and blocking and chocking in order to make the work site secure, because otherwise potentially a wider area could form and collapse as well.
In the meantime, Watercare reckons there's nearly 13 million litres of human waste going into the harbour every day.
The pathogens that are in wastewater are harmful to humans, and we can get sick by ingesting them. So there's a whole mixture of things that is in human waste that will have long-term effects on aquatic ecosystems.
That sewer line in Parnell is 110 years old. If Auckland's infrastructure is this bad, how's the rest of the country?
It's a real problem. About half of our wastewater treatment plants, is 300 odd in New Zealand, 150 roughly of them discharge to fresh water, and almost all of them don't comply with their consent conditions.
We're actually at the very lowest percentile of what is the expected norms for levels of infrastructure investment per capita. You know, we've not really been covering ourselves in glory as far as this is concerned.
According to estimates by Internal Affairs, fixing the country's water infrastructure would cost somewhere between $120 and $185 billion over the next 30 years.
There's more people, more pressure and extreme weather events. We can expect much more of this. And if we want to protect ourselves, then we're going to have to shift our priorities around spending.
Frustrating sitting here and watching something like that you can do nothing about. And the grown-ups who are supposed to have it sorted, Watercare, I guess, might have gone, hey, that pipe's pretty old, it looks pretty vulnerable, maybe we should do something. They're no comfort. Even once they've got that hole closed, the solid parts of that waste will settle into an area on the seafloor for fish just to come and eat and chow down on, and there will be viruses in there, there will be hormones in there. So I, for one, am giving up swimming and snapper for the rest of time.
And also, how many other sinkholes are waiting? How many other traps are there? Because if it's that's not a one-off, right? We know that already. Yeah. There's other leakage happening, and it's, our horizontal infrastructure has been poorly maintained.
Well, we saw what happened in New York with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.